Hey bees, I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today I'm really excited to share another shampoo bar formulation. So this is a white chocolate peppermint shampoo bar. This is definitely the easiest shampoo bar formulation I've shared to date. So in the past I've done ones where you kind of make a stiff paste and you smash it into a mold, and I've also done press shampoo bars where you use a press like the beautiful one I have from the Bath Bomb press to form the bars. These ones are hand molded, which is really cool. I mix everything up by hand, just wearing gloves of course, and then you end up with a very workable dough, so you can create kind of whatever shape you want. I kind of went with a bit of a sort of lumpy log, but if you wanted to press it into a mold, you could totally do that too. The bulk of these shampoo bars is two different solid anionic surfactants. We have SCI, or Sodium Cocoyl Isethionate, and we have SLSa, or Sodium Lauryl Sulfonyl Acetate. These are both gentle surfactants derived from coconut oil. Those dry powdered surfactants are then wetted a bit with a few different ingredients. We have some hydrolyzed quinoa protein, some amphoteric Cocamidopropyl Betaine, which is another surfactant, an amphoteric surfactant, and blending it with the anionic surfactants helps make them more gentle. We also have a bit of peppermint essential oil and some Optiphen Plus to preserve the whole lot. Our last ingredient is a fairly sturdy dose of some gorgeously fragrant cocoa butter. So when we mix all of this together, and of course you do need to melt that cocoa butter first, you end up with a gorgeous pliable dough that you can kind of shape as desired. Once you've got that bar in the shape that you want it, you'll freeze it for about 20 minutes and then let it age for about 3 days before using. But that's about it. These are crazy easy to make, and the lather that they make is just stunning. It's this really rich, dense lather, and just, oh, it's wonderful. In addition to being a great shampoo bar, you can also use this as a body wash bar, so you can further reduce the amount of plastic in your shower. If you'd like to dress the bars up a little bit, because they are, a fairly plain kind of creamy color, you could add a touch of green mica, or when the bar is still soft, you could even consider rolling it in a little bit of green mica to give it a little bit of sort of a green crust, I guess, a green jacket suited to the season. But come on, let's get started. Our first step is going to be melting our cocoa butter. So I've got 7.5 grams of unrefined, beautifully chocolatey smelling cocoa butter in this little beaker. And I'm going to put it in a water bath. So this is a small saucepan that has about 1 inch or 3 centimeters of water in the bottom of it, and a little silicone drink trivet to protect the beaker from the heat. And I'm going to go put this on the stovetop over medium heat for about 15 minutes to melt everything through. While the cocoa butter is melting, we'll combine the rest of our ingredients. So in these two little dishes, we have our two solid surfactants. So in this one, we have 24.5 grams of Sodium Cocoyl Isethionate, and you can see it's quite a fine powder. In this little dish, we have 12.5 grams of SLSa. We have 2.25 grams each hydrolyzed quinoa protein and Cocamidopropyl Betaine. And in this dish, we have 0.5 gram of each peppermint essential oil and Optiphen Plus. Now to combine all of these, I'm going to dump them in this bowl and then squish everything up with my hand. So I'm wearing gloves, but I'm going to pop my dust mask on now, because once these surfactants start to get agitated, we really don't want to be inhaling them. So with that all mashed together, we can take off our dust mask, because this is all wetted out, so these surfactants are not going to become airborne. So you can see we've kind of got a moldable putty paste, and our next step is going to be working in the cocoa butter once it has melted. Once the cocoa butter has melted, you can remove your water bath from the heat and then remove your beaker from the water bath. I'm just going to quickly dry this off and dump it into our mixture. Once you have a soft, uniform dough, I like to transfer it to a bit of parchment paper. So at this point in time, we can hand mold the bars. I find that it's useful to have it in a bit of a sheet of parchment paper to kind of round it off. You can kind of bundle it up with the roll of the parchment paper, and then if you do a little bit of this, you kind of create a bit of a log. Once you have a shape that you're happy with, we're going to go pop this in the freezer for about 20 minutes to firm it up. After 20 minutes, your shampoo bar will be a whole lot firmer. so you don't have to worry about damaging it nearly as much. But our next step is to leave it to dry. I found that about 72 hours of drying time is good. For more discussion on that, please make sure you are checking out the blog post. But there we go. You just made a lovely white chocolate peppermint shampoo bar. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and please make sure you check out the description box below this video and click through to the blog post, which you'll find on humblebeeandme.com for a whole lot more information, links to places to buy all the ingredients, information on substitutions, scaling, shelf life, and a whole lot more. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.